see today's date's December 26, 2023, and today's project, it's going to be in the food truck. It's actually going to be a few day project. That's today's project, but it's going to be a little bit. I got to see this freaking ceiling here. It's coming off. The people that installed did a terrible job, so I'm going to take it off. Look, the lights are all hanging and everything. I don't know if you can see right here. I tried putting some fasteners in there to see if that would help, but obviously it didn't because they just came right out. So that's today's project. I gotta pull this roof off and see how I'm gonna fix it. We paid somebody to do this, and I honestly was wasting money because we did about 3 years ago, back in during COVID, so 2020, almost 2024. So it lasted a little bit over 3 years, but that's today's project. Right now, that's pretty much the only thing that's holding this up. So I'm gonna get started with this, and we'll go from there. Alright, first thing I do is I gotta get this light off. I think that's, I don't know if that's gonna be really fun, but it's definitely putting some weight on it. I gotta make sure I save this too, because I'm gonna end up reusing them, probably. Unless I could figure out an easier way to load it. Damn it. I just saw that damn screw hit the floor. Now I don't know where the hell it went. I guess that's not gonna come off as easily as I hoped it would. Let's see. There it goes. Alright, I'm just going to start taking the rest of the roof off, and once I get it off, I'll show you guys. It's pretty the same process as that, just unscrew the screws and take it off. Alright, so I got the first one off, and it was a little bit of work. So you guys can see these screws here. So that tells me there's a bar that goes across right here. So I'm going to measure, see how far apart those are there, and get some sheet metal to make sure that it lines up perfectly. See, these are some of the I can't remember what they're called, but like the anchors, some of the anchors I was using, see, they just kind of came out. And as you can see, this roof is not in the best of shapes, so I might end up taking this one off too, but I'm not doing that today because it is Tuesday and the wife has to work tonight, so that would not be a good idea. But I just got to take 2 more of these off, and hopefully I can get this done here soon, because I also got to do a Costco run. So, and I got to put the lights back up and secure these wires here. We're not plugged in right now, so there's no power to anything, so I'm not too worried about that. I dropped the little cover thing for this, so I got to find that too. But yeah, so I'll get back to you guys once I have it all off. I want to show you guys I did use some anchors over here, and these actually seem to be holding pretty good. So you can see there's only 2 anchors here, and it's actually still up. The rest is just kind of hanging down. So I think when I put this back up, I'm definitely going to probably use these anchors again. So you can see they're just kind of still in there. So these actually seem to work pretty good. So that's good to know. All right, so it's all off. As you can see, one issue I also had is you see this here, it falls. I think when the roof fell, it would fall, and it actually made our fire suppression system go off, which we got to call and have it recharged. You can see it's not charging now, but remember the issue kept falling. I kept knocking this out, and that thing makes a freaking mess in here. So that's what we have for right now. And the cut wires, I wonder what the hell that is there. But, oh man, but it's off. Yeah, this roof up here is crap too. So as you can tell, it's only like a piece of plywood. So I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna probably end up taking that off also, not today, but later, and adding insulation in there, and then adding the sheet metal over it. And then the sheet metal that I removed from there, I'll probably use to like cover up like these corners and stuff like that. Maybe that edge there, you know, just so it's all sheet metal. And maybe I'll even buy some more and do this side over here. Just have it all sheet metal, easier to clean. So, but we'll see. But that's the plan for now. And I gotta budget it to calculate it, see how much it's gonna be. Hey, what's up? So, look, the guy that was supposed to help me just got out here. Now that I'm done, you're like a bad blister boy.
You would have told me sooner.
But yeah, so. All right, so it's all off. I put the lights back on. I just kind of secure them like that for now. I'd use some double-sided tape on them, but you know, hopefully that's good. Replace the cap on that there. So it looks like the plywood goes about, let's see, there's one, two, about maybe 2 or 3 over. So let's see, there's a hole there. So 1, 2, 3 over, maybe 4, because there's one. I don't know, I gotta check. But I mean, I gotta measure how big each piece is, and ooh, sorry about that. And then go purchase the sheet metal, buy that size probably. And the beauty of that is that since it's like that, I can probably do it a section at a time instead of having to do it all at once. So I can start on one end and work my way back that way. Now, yeah, but I just gotta budget out too and see how big the gap in between is to know how much insulation I'm gonna need. But yeah, so that's it for this one here. And well, this isn't it. This is just the first part of this, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, well, it's January 3rd, 2024, and I'm gonna try to get this done today. I had to re-put the lights back up just because the wife had to work yesterday, so we had to do that. She was gonna do a patch job with tape and then paint the ceiling, and then she decided against it. So she actually wants me to see if I could reuse the old, what is that, the sheet metal that I removed. So I'm gonna see if I could do that. I know there's a weird gap right here, so I gotta see how I'm gonna take care of that there. But we decided we're gonna remove those screws there and replace them with do I have any up here? I should have some. It's gonna be those right there, but I think I have some over here on this side. Yeah, right there. There you go. See, just to make sure that it's a good fit, because these are all coming loose too. So let me get set up to get that started, and we shall go from there. All right, for those of you that know me, know things can never be easy for me. So the wood extends past this piece of sheet metal here, right here. So I tried taking it off, but the wood obviously extends past the hood range, so I'm not able to pull this off. And it looks like it might be taped, you see that? Or screwed in to the point where I can't get screws in there. So I tried using my angle grinder to cut it, but you see how it's all smoked and stuff. So that was causing a lot of smoke in here, and it is wood, so a little worried it might cause a fire. I tried using a box cutter, but that was just even more hassle. So now I'm going to try using my little skill saw here and see how that works. But hopefully I can get it cut, because I'm going to have to do cuts all down this way, all around the hood range, and obviously around all the edges and stuff. So fingers in the way. But all right, let me try doing this cut, see if it's going to work or not, and hopefully it does. But we'll go from there. Got to try to remember where the see, it just because it's not all the way through on some of these spots. I know I thought I had gone all the way through somewhere here, but I guess not. Said things are never really easy for me. Yeah, it looks like the just cuts one all the way through. Let me see if I can't make one all the way through with the iron grinder. You guys can see what I'm talking about with the smoke and stuff. See, that's how I was talking about all that damn smoke and stuff. Of course, I did the cut right by the freaking bar. Go figure. But all right, so I'm gonna probably come in with the box cutter here. Since there is some pressure, maybe I can get this cut enough to be able to get the over it. Where's the? I'm trying to find my tools here. I don't know where I left it. Thought I had it up here. Guess I don't. Where's that? It's right here. But yeah, that's why I didn't like the angle grinder because of all that smoke it was throwing up. But let's see. But all right, let me finish this up and I'll get back with you guys. But it's gonna take a little bit, but it looks like it's working. All right, so I got the first piece of plywood out, and the wife actually came out and get about the point because I was trying to cut it and be all nice and polite with it. She's like, "What are you gonna do with the wood?" I'm like, "Nothing. It's all going in the trash." So she goes, "Then why are you worried about how it looks?" So I just ended up yanking it off and pulling it off, and let me tell you, that made things a heck of a lot easier. So yeah, so I got that part done. I'm gonna cut this part. I'm gonna take this part off here, and then once I take this part off here, I'm gonna start installing the insulation. I already bought it. I have it. Right, I was wanting to buy the R19, but that shit was expensive, so I just bought the R13. I'm gonna have to cut it because it's a 2x4 walls, and obviously these walls here are, or the ceiling here is not 2x4. But as you can see, yeah, there's like no insulation or nothing in here. So I'm gonna put in the insulation. I'm actually gonna paint the roof white with heat seal type chingaderas. Then I have to clean the shit out of this freaking food truck once I'm done. But yeah, you know, if it's not one thing, it's another. So I might take this piece of wood off here. Just want to make sure I get insulation back there, and then I'm hoping this wood, I'm guessing it does run all the way behind the hood range here. So I'm actually going to grab insulation and slide it into the back there to make sure we're pretty well insulated. And we'll go from there. This skylight's getting replaced. I'm putting in a new skylight with an actual fan on it. When it rains, the hood range leaks. So I got to try to fix that also when I'm on the roof. And I think when it leaks, it's causing a short, so it won't turn on right off the bat every time. So I'm gonna check on that too. But yeah, this is a project. I'm hoping I can get it done, at least the inside, hopefully today, and then do the roof tomorrow. But we'll see, because nothing for me ever goes as planned, as for those of you that know me. But that's what I have so far. I'm gonna pull this piece off right here, and then we'll go from there. All right, so I got the other side off, and you can tell there's a little bit of water damage here. So this thing was probably leaking, and you see how the bars are kind of rusted too. So let's check that out. Then the thing that really concerns me is there's a water damage here too, and that's because the screws, somebody just put screws through the roof, and then right there also. So I have some Eternabond tape. So once I'm on the roof, I'm gonna go put Eternabond on those to make sure those don't leak anymore, because you can see there's a little bit of water damage there also. So I gotta make sure those don't leak. And yeah, you see, going back that way, there's holes here. So I wonder if those have been leaking. I gotta go on the roof and check because there's water damage on those there also. So I'm kind of glad we're doing this because we'd have never noticed that, and God knows I would have just kept getting wet, getting damaged, and then caused issues for us. I measured. The only thing that sucks is I measured, and like all these are like different. They thought the spacing between the two bars would be the same along all of them. That one's like 15 and a quarter, 14 and a quarter, 14 and a quarter, 14 exactly. So we'll see. I'm wearing a short sleeve. I'm gonna go put on a long sleeve. Take that piece of board off so I can put insulation back there, and then hopefully I can shove it back behind this thing here enough that it'll seal. If not, I'll just throw a strap of tape to hold it up while I put the plastic on, or not the plastic, while I put the sheet metal back up. All right, try the insulation out. I'm gonna measure it so I can cut it. Hopefully I can measure it properly so I can cut it right and then go from there. So it's gonna be 8 feet long by 7 and a quarters for the first first one in. So looks like 8 feet's right here. It's really easy to cut, so that's good. Then we need 7 inches and a quarter. This area might be a little bit, I want to say harder, but it is going to be trying to cut it straight. Let me actually do this with it. Go upside down. All right. So I'm gonna have to kind of go every so often to make sure that it's right where it needs to be. And then I might actually have to get a ruler or something straight, a piece of wood or something to draw a line. So I'm cutting it as straight as I can. So let me do that, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, so I have my insulation cut and ready to go up. Hope I did this right, but we'll find out. Let's see. All right. This is going to be the hard, well, not this one, but obviously along the edges, it's going to be a little bit hard compared to everywhere else because I got to make sure I put it in where it goes. And then getting these corners here to go in is not going to happen. So I'm going to, this is actually a little bit thicker than we'd like it to be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to regret it later probably is I'm going to just cut some of that edge off over there. And well, now let me see. There we go. Looks like I got it in there. All right, so looks like it's in there. So now what I'm gonna do is, what am I gonna do? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. I like talking to myself every now and then, but here it is. She's probably wearing a mask too. I don't know how. Well, all this stuff's all dusty and whatnot. So let's see. Almost pulled that out. Trying to see if I can get this one into the right hole here. Get in the hole. There we go. All right. So I got that one in the hole. Now we got to do this one here, and then hopefully we should be good to go. As you can see, what I like is that since it is styrofoam, or not styrofoam, but insulation, it is I'm able to push it up for extra support somewhat. All right, well, let me see what I can do. There you go, got it. All right. All right, so cut that one in. And now I can say I got this one in. All right, so these are in. So that's my first piece of insulation there. One down. I don't know how many more to go, but you guys can see it's going to take a while to see how we do it too with a one-man project here, but I'm gonna have to have the wife help me. But that there's insulated. It doesn't look pretty, but it's insulated. So excuse me, excuse every breathing. Yeah. So all right, let me get this rest going and we'll go from there. All right, to kind of give you guys an idea of what these guys did. So from that wall there to here is 46 inches. All right, so just shy of 4 feet. 46 inches, or 4 feet is 48 inches. So it actually went out 2 inches and then tried to drill into the wood, which is what caused the issue with it not staying up there. So I actually have it out here. So I have it marked. You see, I have it marked. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut it at 46 inches. So it's perfect there. You see how they have these holes out here on the edges. So all they did was attach it to the wood. So by doing that, it stayed up for a little bit, but as you're driving along and the trailer's shifting and moving, the screws are kind of just rubbing away at the wood, and eventually the screws make the holes bigger than what they need to be, and that's why the ceiling was falling on us So that was the issue we were having. So like on I am gonna go in this wood here, just because I guess I could try going in here, but then it might be hanging. But I'm gonna go into this wood here. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill my holes, and then I'm gonna put in anchors to keep them up there. See, so as supports. So to make sure they stay up there. So I'm gonna cut that right now. Get my insulation cut to put in here, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like once I get that done. All right, so let me show you guys back here. I don't know if it's gonna come out because it's dark, but I got some inside. I used some tape to hold it up, and had the wife help me. I put a screw there and a screw there, and then one here just to hold it up for now. I'm gonna go through and add another screw there, a couple more screws in here, and then I'm gonna start working my way actually from that way this way. I wrote down how far each one is. Oh, sorry, my hands are all shaky. So the first one is 13 3/4 inches from the wall, and then 16.5 from the first bar, and the last one there, which doesn't really matter because it's this one when you have all the screws in, but that's 15 3/4 inches. So let me get this put up, and I'll show you guys what it looks like once I'm done. It's getting dark outside. It's 5:10, so I just have that light there to give me slight. It's on a clip, so I'll probably move it a little bit closer just so I can see a little bit better. But yeah, this project is taking a little bit longer than I expected it. But you know what? I don't care because it's got to get done, and it's got to get done right. So that's the goal right now. And I'm not going to shove insulation too far back that way. I might just go like a foot just because it's really hard. Even just this little piece here that I'm doing, it's really hard to really get it to go back there because it's so thick. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So let me finish this up, and I'll show you guys the end results. All right, well, it's not up all the way yet. You can see the back there's a little work. I was screwing that one in there, or not screwing in, but drilling the hole for that one there, and my drill bit broke. So you can see it's broken. So the second drill bit broke tonight. So I got my daughter picking some up on her way home from work. But while I wait for her, I went ahead and removed the rest of the roofing, so it's all off. We tried to do spray foam. I don't know if I told you guys, my wife was just gonna paint and do spray foam, and I'm glad she opted not to, just because it's I mean, that was one can right there. That's all one can did. You know, and then there was another can there. So that was two cans. So you can only imagine how many cans that would have taken. So so it's all off. It's almost 7 o'clock, and it's my day off. I haven't had a freaking beer yet, so, or dinner. So I'm gonna probably call it quits for tonight, and then be back at it early tomorrow morning. But yeah, so I got it all off, and then hopefully I have enough insulation. Wife washed the next piece of sheet metal right there. That one goes right here, so that one should go from there to here, and the size is perfect. It's 4 feet, so I just gotta put it up, measure this hole here, because I gotta put the vent in here. So I gotta measure for that, but I'll do that afterwards. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure it out. I might just I don't know. I'll figure something out. I think I might just put up the sheet metal, and then from the top, you know, maybe take this off from the top, and then from the top, just cut the hole for it with my angle grinder. Yeah, we'll see, but I'll figure something out. Or maybe not that. Maybe just I'm worried if I pre-measure because it's not going to go all the way to the edges. So I don't know. I'll figure something out for it, but we'll see. But yeah, we'll go from there. All right, it took a while, but I have my thing up, and you can see where they drilled the old holes right there compared to where the beams are. So, and I went to sure I secured on all the beams going across. I didn't just, oh, let's do that beam, the middle beam, and then the end beam. No, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 beams right here. So I secured on all 4 beams. I'm gonna get the insulation ready to go in here, me show you and it did rain last night a little bit. Let me show you guys. This is top of the stove, so there is still water. Well, I mean, there's water coming in from the hood range, so which I kind of already knew already. So I'm gonna make sure once I get the roof sealed, hopefully it'll prevent all that from happening. It looks like they drilled some holes right there and then never did anything to secure them, so there's water leaking in from there. Luckily, we live in Arizona where it doesn't rain that much, but it happens. So let me get this one here going, and then we'll go from there. All right, so it's coming along. I just have one more piece to put up, and then we're done. But I want to show you guys real quick. See how I actually got all the bars like I needed to here. Over here, I actually ended up missing the edge. You can see I'm not attached, but due to the fact that I got all the other ones, it's enough to support it. So next time I have to just overlap it a little bit to make sure that I push that up and it's on how it should be. But yeah, I just got to put up this last piece here after I'm going to cut that there. But I'll figure something out, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, hopefully the next shot will be of it all being done. All right, so I got the last piece. Well, I'm working on putting the last piece up. I just want to show you guys using this piece of wood here to kind of help me with support. So that's good there. So yeah, we'll put this last piece up, put up the lights, and hopefully we'll be done. I'm going to run out of these screws though, so I'm going to have my daughter or my wife order some, and then have my daughter bring them. She gets off work at 6. It's 5 o'clock now, so I'll be done with this part before then, but it'll give me a little break. All right, it's 8:05 and I'm done. I just got to put the lights up, fix this damn bar right here, and all that. To put a light switch right there. There's about a 4-inch gap over there that I got to take care of. I got to go get some more sheet metal for that. I'll probably do like a trimming along it, do along the edges there just to cover up that metal. But I'm going to do rivets, kind of like these here, like I do with the AC unit here. Put rivets like that on there just to hold that up there, and then do it along here too, because there's also a gap there. But just gonna put up the lights. Gotta clean up in here. I got a freaking mess in here, and then should be good to go. All right, so I got one light up, and I use these little brackets here to hold them up. And the reason being is, let me show you guys on this light here. A little dirty, but as you can see, they have these holes here where you can put screws in and then slide them in. But the issue is that so you have them on both sides. The food truck, when it's moving, it slides around so much that they always come off and end up falling. I think we broke like 2 lights that way, so that's why I put those brackets on there to hold it up. So let me put this last one up, and like I said, I gotta clean it. Oh, let me show you guys something real quick now that I have you all here. So these are the screws I'm using. They're 1-inch sharp point latch screws. So they're metal or latch 26 to 20 gauge. So those are the screws I'm using. These are the screws that the manufacturer of the truck, of the trailer did. And the guy that did the sheet metal, these are the screws he used. You know, kind of give you guys a idea on the different size screws. It's like, you know, I think these are perfect, the ones in the middle. I just went with these because they're a little bit longer. That way, if they do start sliding out, I can catch it on time and either re-screw them in or figure out another way to secure them in there. But yeah, I'm going to put up this last light, and hopefully we should be good to go. All right, well, I got everything somewhat clean. The floor's a little dirty. I got to power wash that, but I'll do that some other time. But I have my my lights up, my ceilings up. So I was hoping to be able to show you guys the I think the skylight's here. So I was hoping to show you guys the skylight and doing the roof in this video, but this took a little bit longer than expected. So I'm gonna have to do a whole separate video on that. I go back to work tomorrow, Friday. I'm off Saturday, Sunday. My wife works Saturday, so I won't be able to do anything on here Saturday. But even if I had time, I had to do some repairs on the RV because we're gonna do our January adventure here shortly. So I gotta do some repairs on that. So if the wife doesn't need my help on Saturday, I'll do the repairs on the RV on Saturday, and then hopefully Sunday I'll have time to knock off the skylight and everything else in here and be able to do that video. If not, it's gonna be a while, because then our adventure, we go on our little adventure, and that's gonna be the 18th through the 22nd, and then I come back and work. So hopefully I can do it by the end of the month and not beginning of next month. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. That was something I thought I was gonna be able to do. I'm glad I was able to do it and actually do it a little bit better than what it was done before. But yeah, if you have any comments or any suggestions for anything, feel free to leave them in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.